Yo, what's good, y'all? My name is Rue. Today, I'm gonna be teaching y'all about astral light. Now, I'm still a beginner in my incarnation, so I'm only gonna briefly cover my understanding of astral light. So in the previous video, we broke down the light spectrum, and we have a pretty good understanding of what is light. So we understand that astral light is subtler light that we don't perceive with our five primary senses. You directly experience astral light while you're asleep and dreaming. Some of you might have very vivid dreams where you can recall an entire book when you wake up. Others wake up feeling refreshed, but with no distinct memories of what happened. Perhaps maybe a feeling or an overall sense of emotion from the experience that they just had. You might wake up feeling very angry, and you might not know why if you did not recall your experience in the astral plane. Some people don't perceive anything at all when they dream. This shows the amount of energy that you have in your astral body, the amount of light or awareness and consciousness that is put into your astral body. So how do you direct energy towards your astral body? Well, everyone has an astral body, but just as we described in the previous video, if you have a unconscious universe of darkness and you shine light into it, it will still remain darkness until there is a form for the light to take. So, if we want to shine light onto the darkness of our consciousness in our astral body, well, we have to give our astral body a form to take. There are two primary astral bodies that I'm going to speak about today. Understand there are infinite other different formulas for creating this body. This body is called a light body or a Merkaba. You have a solar body, you have a lunar body. Both are effective when created properly at interacting and existing in the astral plane. So in my opinion, the solar body would be the better route to take, as it is pure consciousness, as the lunar body interacts more with the subconscious. To build the solar body, you will need to build your solar light. All beings on this earth exist because of the sun. And your consciousness is actually a droplet from the cloud that is the sun, metaphorically speaking. So by absorbing more solar light, your consciousness will grow. You'll notice through candle gazing or watching the sun rise or sun set that you'll see much more clarity in your experience. I know that all of us are familiar with brain fog. Imagine the opposite of that. That is what you get from absorbing solar light. Now, it's very important to absorb this light safely, as the sun can blind you. Now, there are many different videos and documents and lectures talking about how to absorb the solar light. I would recommend looking into Brother Yosef and Mitchell Gibson. Both of their channels will be linked in the description. To build a lunar body, you have to pay very close attention to your subconscious patterns and behaviors. The primary method for building this lunar body is you will need to implement into your daily routine or into your subconscious loops a method that will awaken you within your dream. Make it a routine throughout your day to ask yourself, am I dreaming right now? And seriously ask yourself that question. You want to intensely look around. Where am I? What am I doing? Am I dreaming right now? Can you prove to yourself that you aren't dreaming right now? Or can you prove to yourself that you are? Through implementing this daily practice, the chances of you waking up in your dreams increase drastically. And this method is used through your subconscious. So we understand if we want to experience the astral plane, then we need a body that can pick up on this information that we're receiving. And this body, this vehicle, will always be your consciousness, as your consciousness is a vehicle for your soul. Understand that this astral light exists here now, even when we aren't sleeping and in our astral bodies. So you can perceive this astral light here in the waking state if you have the proper spiritual technology to perceive such information. The two primary spiritual tools that you'll need to cultivate and develop in order to perceive this astral light correctly will be thought and emotion. Now, the astral plane is ruled by the water element. It's actually ruled by emotion. I remember having dreams myself to where I was in an environment and my emotions greatly would dictate the experience that I was having. For example, a very pleasant dream could turn south very quickly with just a droplet of fear. All of a sudden, my pleasant skip in a field turned into a irrational fear of my own creation. So emotion is important to cultivate in the waking state, and if you can cultivate it in the astral plane, you will evolve much more rapidly. Thought is another important spiritual tool for evolving your astral body, but as well as just evolving in general. In order to use thought accurately, you must remove doubt from your alchemical equations. You must have faith in the information that you're receiving, and you must have discernment to see what is real and what is not. To see what is ego and what is spirit. Using thought and emotion, we can pick up on subtler energies that we're experiencing around us. And these tools will be especially useful in the astral body. For these are tools for your consciousness. So my path is based on martial arts. If you look at my natal chart, you'll find a lot of earth. I look for very practical ways to build myself. In the next video, I'll be breaking down the etheric body. And in that video, I'll explain these different energies much more in depth. But for now, I'll be talking about Shen energy. Shen energy is one of the subtler energies composed of your energy body. And Shen energy is responsible for building your astral body and your astral understanding. The more Shen energy you accumulate, the brighter your light will be, and the more you will be able to perceive in a realm of darkness. So in this video, we briefly covered astral light, the astral body, or the light body. We briefly covered thought and emotion, both spiritual tools used for picking up different information. And we talked about cultivating Shen energy to build your light body. Now, in the description, we have Brother Yosef and Mitchell Gibson. But I'm also going to link a specific video by Brother Yosef talking about spiritual technology. I feel he does a very great job at breaking down that science in a very digestible way. So that's all I got for today's video, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.